the Atma and Anna. Whatever Anna is eaten, that is eaten by the prana. It is fixed in it. In this area, it's here that Shankara says that the first three Pavamanas are for Prajapati and the others are for Atmane Atmanam. It must be this that is thought as half or quarter is for Ishvara, 3/4 for the one who does the japa. Prajapati is or the creator of the praja, of the children. The first three are for creation of a new progeny by the Yajamana and his wife. In a person's life, the total urja created is much more than what is needed for our procreation. No? Procreation is for keeping the races. The races of a plant, the race of an animal, the race of man should go on. Only then the world will go on. No? So the extra energy, only a little bit is used for that. The extra energy is for Atman. Atmobhasana is equivalent to Brahmobhasana. So the 9 Pavamanas are used by the Rishi or the Tapasvi for Atmobhasana and protection of knowledge or Jnana. When I do Atmopasana, I am doing Brahmopasana. For what? For protecting the Jnana of the universe, not mine. The Jnana is not mine. Jnana is of the universe. The universal energy is functioning in me to protect the Jnana of the whole human race. So Atmajnana or Atmobhasana, Brahmobhasana is protection of Jnana, not for anything else. It is equivalent to what you call serving the entire human race, not for one person, not for one selfish purpose. The sciences, the culture, the different types of thinking processes in the world, all these come under this. The total produced anna or food in the universe, supposing it is, we will just think that it is one. One is the unit of the total food produced in the world. 1/4 of it is for the maintenance and the creation of children. That is the bioenergy of all the living things, not man alone, but for all. The food is for all. The total food produced in the universe is for all the human beings, for all the animals, for all the birds, or even the smallest creature on earth. It is for all, not for. See, this is the, I think, no communism has developed beyond this in anywhere in the world. Vedic view is that the food is for all. That is why it is called gods. No? We say that the temple or the king's kingdom is gods. King is only a protector of it. No? Just to law and order. That's all. The king's function is only law and order. The land is God's because the food is for all, not for one person. It is for all the living things. So this is the, I think this is the best communism that you can produce ever. It is, the Vedic way of living is that, like this. And the 3/4, after this, the energy for food production is only 1/4. The energy, the rest of the energy, 3/4, is for sciences, arts, literature, Atmavidya and other skills, any other learning processes. This need be taught. Biological energy works even without teaching. People beget children and increase the race even without teaching. So birds are doing that. Animals are doing that. Man also is doing that. It doesn't need any teaching. But these other things need proper teaching. The teaching is called shiksha in Sanskrit. Shiksha doesn't mean punishment. It means teaching, proper teaching. The world teachers are for this. For this, the world teachers have to acquire knowledge. And 3/4 of energy is spent in that learning, teaching process. That is education. So only 1/4 for production of food for the entire world. 3/4 for teaching, learning, that is educating the entire universe. What a beautiful concept. And Anna means prana only. Anna is prana. If we use a small ansha, the ansha of Anna, small ansha of Anna, the meaning becomes a shakata or a cart. If Anna is Swaranta, it is synonym with prana. See, this is the Anna is a word, no? If you use the sa, the syllable sa at the end, Annasha, Annasha becomes a cart. Whereas Anna is used instead of Annam, Anna is used. Anna means prana. Prana, apana, samana, ana, na is prana. So if you use Anaya Swaranta, it is a synonym for prana. So Anna and prana use the same words, Anna and Anna. And when Anna becomes the body by absorption, etc., in that body, the prana gets a pratishta. The body is a kshetra and the prana pratishta, for the prana pratishta of Atman. So Atman is the God within us. Prana pratishta of the God with Atman. And body is the kshetra. That is why the prana is sang for the sake of Anna to be obtained for the all the creatures on the earth to get pratishta there. Then the Deva said, whatever Anna is created, all that Anna may be sang and brought and make us participants in that food. Sit around me. All the people sat around. Let it be so. So they sat around. Whatever Anna is taken in or swallowed in by Anna or prana, with that the Deva are the sense organs, are satisfied. And he becomes the ruler or bharta of his own people. Bharta means the ruler. Bharat, bharta means the ruler. So that word is derived like that. He becomes the great or the Sreshta and the first Jeshta, Sreshta, Jeshta and Bharta. The one who walks before showing the path is the first one, no? Who leads them. And he became the Annada, the eater and giver of food and the strong leader of people, who gives food, who eats food, who becomes the leader of the people. If someone competes with such a Vidwan, he loses his ability to protect his women. One who experiences him becomes capable of protecting all his women folk. He has to be a leader to protect the women and children of his community, of this world. The entire universe is food for Brahman, which is the swallower and enjoyer of all. So Brahma is the greatest leader. He is the Jeshta, he is the Sreshta, and he is the Bharta, everything. And the entire universe is food for prana. The prana gives a share of the food which he has created and protected for himself to all the sense organs, like a ruler to the people, like a householder to his own people and women of the house. Whatever food is taken in for sustenance of the prana is sung by Atman for Atmartha, for the sake of Atman. Since the Shabda Brahma is the expanding universes created. The creation of music also is equivalent. By that music is the creation for Atman. Whether it is creation of the universe, of a kavya, of children, etc., the same law is applied. The food is shared with those around as prana does with indriyas. Prana shares food with indriyas. Just like that, every leader should share the food with all his people. It's a beautiful concept. And this an unselfish act of sharing and protection of others who depend upon you is the dharma. And that dharma makes prana as well as a man the ruler and the great and loved by all. So, as a Pratipurusha or a representative of the great God, only one can become a leader or a ruler, a Bharta. The selfish ones do not get that love and respect. It is by sharing and the sharing of every produce, and the Yajamana can do a yajna with the help of others. The yajna of life is also similar. Who gives and shares become the leader, and the leader and the ruler by the choice of the people who shares the generosity. So the leader and the ruler become leader or ruler because he shares everything with the people. He looks after the welfare of the people so that they make them their leader. So it's a mutual thing. Prana is thus the husband of all the senses, Bharta of all the senses, and leads them all. If one organ tries to compete with prana, that organ suffers from lack of prana and shrivels. So the food production and its principles of trade and commerce also is the same. The learned vidya and skills also follow the same rule of sharing and getting respect in turn. This is seen in worldly life also. The giver is the Bharta or the ruler. The one who takes is the ruled. The prana is the Bharta and the senses are the ruled ones, the Bharya. So the senses are the Bharya. You have to keep your senses under control. And the capacity to work, to create, to protect are all due to knowledge, as well as the ability and mind to share, and this makes leadership qualities is the lesson given here. So the economy is there, the teaching, learning process, education is there, and how to become a leadership qualities are there. Those who rebel against the one who gives and shares, that prana, Ishvara, or protective teachers or guru, and the dharmic people are destroyed by their own actions. Instead, if they cooperate with the process, the entire body, the entire community, the entire nation, the entire world become prosperous, healthy, and happy. The coexistence of people with such dharma in Janapada is here envisaged. So consider your body as a Janapada. If the prana is there, everything is okay. If he will rule and make everything is shared with everybody, each and every part of the organ. But when he is obstructed, when he is in trouble, or when he is not there, the body shrivels, the body is lost. It is just like that regarding the kingdom also. He compares it. No? The angirasa from the mouth, we said, it is the rasa of all the organs. The prana is the rasa of all the organs. Prana is verily the rasa of all organs, says the mantra. From whichever anga, whichever part of the body or organ, the prana goes up, that part becomes shriveled up and dry. Therefore, it is the rasa of every anga. When the watery content is lost, the objects become dry and shriveled. When prana is lost from one part of the body, those organs become dry, shriveled, useless. About this, more of this you will find in Sushruta Samhita. It's a Vaidya Ayurveda text. These parts are described in that because it is an Upaveda of this. Veda and Upaveda are corollaries. No? Therefore, the watery content and prana are here equated as said. The oxygen in water is the prana vayu. When a part loses that oxygen, that jala part, that part becomes useless. You know that it is a science, no? That is said here. Body dies when there is an oxygen deficiency. In one part only, that part only goes. The entire thing is gone, the entire body is gone. So that part of the science also is included in the spiritual teaching.